Welcome to my unsponsored review of the Champion 3100 inverter with remote. The 3100 weighs approximately 97 pounds, has solid never flat wheels, has a folding handle for easy transport on the ground, a 30 amp RV receptacle, two 20 amp outlets, and a 12 volt outlet, not to mention the remote control. I have it sitting on my tailgate so you can see it easily fits under the tonneau cover of my pickup truck. Just as a footnote, two of the things that Champion could have done was to put a fuel gauge somewhere on the unit, possibly on top of the cap, and also put an hour meter. That's something that's easily rectified, as you can pick up one for anywhere from about $12 to $15 through Amazon.com, and it's relatively easy to install. I'm foregoing the unboxing so I can proceed straight to the setup. In your accessory bag, you get a few items that are rather handy. One is going to be your 12 volt battery connectors, and is also the plug for your 12 volt outlet. This is so you can charge batteries and do a jump on your vehicle. You also have an oil tube. This is great. You don't want to ever lose this because it's going to make things a lot easier and a lot neater when you add your oil or do any oil changes. Of course, you have a spark plug wrench as well as the 12 volt USB adapter. And you'll also see you've got your owner's manual with all your technical information, and one of the most important things that you're going to have that's included in the package is the quick start guide. Now this is going to have all your steps needed in order to get your generator prepped, hooked up and ready to go, and then also what to do on the first start and how to keep it running. If you have any questions, you can always refer to this or to your owner's manual. I found this to be quite invaluable. To fill the oil, basically all you do is there's two screws on the side panel that you remove, unscrew. It's just a plastic panel, so it'll just pull right off. You can see the slots where it mounts into down there. Then on the oil filler, you remove the dipstick and put your spout on the inside, and you pour in 0.6 quarts, or a little bit of a little bit more than a half a quart. If you watch on the dipstick, you'll see where the full line is on it. Also, they say, and they'll give you graphics to show you to put it up in the top three lines of the fill. When you're done filling, just simply place your dipstick in after you've checked to make sure that it is filled up. Wipe off any kind of residue so you don't have anything smoking up. Put your cover back on and screw it in. After I finish running my 5 hours of break-in, and that's important just to make sure it gets well lubricated. They say using regular motor oil rather than synthetic to break it in, because that allows the oil to soak in, to really coat everything and to get any kind of loose material out of there. And so after that, you simply drain it, and there's a little hose down here which you just pinch. It comes down. You can drain that into any kind of container, put it back up, and then I filled it up again, and I use the 10W30 synthetic oil. So, and that's what I've got in there right now. That should go for, they recommend 100 hours. After 100 hours, they say to change it again. Again, here's the back panel. You can see the two screws right here that you just simply line them up with the holes and screw them in. As I said, this is an electric start unit, which could start either with push button on the control panel or with a remote start. So it does come with a battery. Part of the setup process is that you do remove the battery out of the back of the unit, or actually the end, which is just done with the two screws. You got a little latch that you lift up on, pull it off, And on the inside down here is like a little clamp that this strap goes on, and that's plenty of tension, so it's going to hold it in just fine. And you just simply mount your connectors on top for motive, I should say, for getting the 3100 watt inverter. Is that I wanted something that's going to handle my air conditioner on my rig. But it does run the air conditioner. I've even turned on the air conditioner, the microwave, 2 TVs, all my lights, my water heater, and my water pump, and I still didn't have any drawdown, or it didn't go into any overload. Now, if you want to start it with the remote, you have to have the battery light on. You just simply have your switch into the middle position. Yeah, you can have your choke off, because when your choke is on run, it does have an automatic choke. They suggest that you not have it in economy mode. Either way, it'll start up. But you just simply press the start button, and she starts right up. It'll blink a little bit, but then that light will go out. And there she goes. And when you put it in economy mode, that's pretty quiet. Of course, there isn't any load on it right now, but trust me, it does a real good job until you put a heavy load, then it will kick up. If you're going to start it without the remote start, 3 simple things. 1, put your battery switch on. 2, put your choke in. 3, make sure your fuel's on. And the last, of course, is just to hit. And because I've already started a couple of times, I really didn't have to have that choke in. Once I put the choke out, put it in run position, it started up fine. Now when you follow the instructions, which I highly recommend, it says to first put in break-in oil, run it for 5 hours. And that's at variable wattages or draw for it, which I did. I did everything from the air conditioner to a vacuum cleaner. Anyway, I ran 5 hours, and I happened to get the Castrol GTX 10W30 weight automotive motor oil. The brand you choose is basically up to you. I chose to have a good name brand. Mobile One, Pennzoil, Castor Oil, Quaker State, just about anything I would recommend using. I kind of shy away from some of the generic name brand or generic brands. Once again, thank you for watching RV RUR, and don't forget to click like or unlike, whichever you prefer. Thank you, and have a good day.